Hello again, and welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum. I react to music, and I'm very glad that you are here choosing to spend some of your valuable time with me. Now, this is kind of a return after some hiatus. If you aren't aware, I had some travel, we had some crazy winter weather, we had some illness in the household. A funeral to attend. A lot of different things have been occurring. So this is the first video I've recorded as a reaction in quite some time. But I'm excited to be back at it. So we are doing a Friday video today, which means that we're going to spin the wheel. We currently have 98 things in the request form, and so we're going to see what we get. I have pulled a couple of things out that have gotten repeat requests, so those are already on the docket coming up soon, such as TNTN from Limbus Company. So that's not in here. I took all the duplicates out. We got 98 to spin, to choose from. So let's spin the wheel and see what we get, and let's have a good time. Thanks for being here. Oricade, eat your limbs. I always wanted you. This sounds like it could be very dark. All right, give me just a minute. I'll get this set up and we'll do the reaction. Okay, I am back. This is Eat Your Limbs, I Always Wanted You by Oricade, or from the game Oricade. I'm not sure. I don't know of a game called Oricade, and so who knows. But released in the year 2025. This is a request from 12 Delta. Well, it's kind of spelled interesting, but 12 Delta. So thank you very much for the request. I'm excited to check this out. The image for the video is like a chair in Minecraft. I got no idea what we're doing here. There's no lyrics, apparently. There's no note about lyrics. So let's see. Let's see what we got. Eat Your Limbs by Oricade. Okay. Okay, so kind of like a...
I've been broken time and time again. I've held my breath in rooms that felt pretend. I've always faked the style I never learned to send. Until there's nothing left, but I really never knew about the premise.
Okay, so far, I really do like this kind of vibe, this sort of energy we've got. It's got a nice beat to it. It's very chiptune-y. You know, the Minecraft image is somewhat apropos, right? Because we've got the that sort of, I hesitate to say 8-bit. I feel like people use that in the wrong way all the time. But, you know, chiptune-y kind of a sound here. I would love to have lyrics. So let me look at that. Oricade. Let's see if we can find some lyrics for that. Maybe. Yeah, here we go. So I've been broken time and time again. I've held my breath in rooms that felt pretend. I've always faked a style I never learned to send. Until there's nothing left. So we got sort of a, someone that's obviously been beaten and broken, perhaps figuratively, perhaps literally, I don't know. But, battered by, let's say, societal expectations, held my breath in rooms that felt pretend, that sort of a thing, right? So let's see where it goes from here. But that's the vibe that I get initially. It's sacrificing the self to have a persona that is appealing to someone else. I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. Cool. This is cool.
Until there's nothing left, but I really never knew about the premise that you were the one and only that I needed in my eyes. And I thought that this was just a fleeting feeling waiting to die. But I was there in every single breath you drew, and every thought I never meant to choose. Oh, you know that I've always wanted you, and I know that you'll stay, and you know I will break off your my one and only soulmate. And I know you're not safe.
Okay,
And I won't.
so it's got kind of like a, I'm not going to say rap, but like there's a lot of syncopation in the rhythm of the lyrics here. I guess this is some kind of a Vocaloid track or something like that. Thank you to all of you who have educated me on what the hell that even means. But I believe that this is a sequencer of sorts that has been had the vocals mapped onto it. It's not an organic vocal that's been given a sort of synthetic effect after the fact. I think that this is a programmed vocal. Now, in the very rapid section here, I have no idea what she said. So, but I never really knew about the premise that you were the one and only light I needed in my eyes. And I thought that this was just a fleeting feeling waiting to die. But I was there in every single breath you drew, in every thought I never meant to choose. Oh, you know that I've always wanted you. And so, what does that mean? Well, the premise that you were the one and only light I needed in my eyes, right? So this conjecture, this foundational assumption that all that you need in life is somebody else, this other person to complete you, it looks like that's a faulty premise, in this song and probably in real life too. You can't just be it as a consequence of someone else's existence, right? You have to know who you are. You have to find who you are. That's not an easy question to answer. If you have an instant answer for that, then I would be suspicious, right? You have to explore. It's a constant dance that you have to go through throughout your life to figure out who you are, what role that you play, what does it mean that you are a unique individual, right? It's not just in the context of someone else. You may have a soulmate, but that doesn't mean that you are you can't know that you have a soulmate unless you know who you are. A puzzle piece can't fit with another puzzle piece if you don't have a shape, right? Water isn't a puzzle piece, right? So that's cool. It's cool, cool idea. I like this so far. So, and then we have the chorus. And I know that you'll stay, and I won't break off your arms. You are my one and only soulmate, and I know you're not safe, and I won't let you fake your insides from falling, even when you try to escape. So this is an unhealthy attachment. Let's keep listening and back it up.
No, you're not safe, and I won't let you fake your insides from falling, even when you try to escape. You cried when I had nothing left to lose, and you make me go crazy when you bruise. So cradle your closure, keep feeding me slower. Oh, till the world is sharp and rude, 'cause you knew that I always wanted you. Over and over and over again, restrained, remaining, chained of friends, acquaintances that you have met. So tell me which one you'll be fed. Over and over and over again, complaining on how I sustain you, straining on that size I gave you straight into your veins. 10 steps in and we're back at the bend, smacking your head to crack yourself dead, unpacking and stacking the racking fat, extracting that I took from all of your friends. Don't even try to break the way, no end in this camaraderie, trapping us both until we rot away. So play this little game of fate.
Okay, really cool musically, right? This sort of distortion effect that's placed on the voice as it becomes kind of, let's say, maybe more unhinged. We are definitely talking about like consuming others. Again, it could be figurative, it could be, literal, but whether it's a metaphor or not, the way that it's being portrayed as like a cannibalism type of thing is meant to show that this is an unhealthy behavior, right? So remaining chained up friends, acquaintances you have met, which one you'll be fed, that kind of a thing that we're talking about. So it's, you know, like a psychic vampire, right? Feeding on the emotional state of other people, manipulating the others in your sphere of influence in your life, pulling new people into your kind of like dark orbit so that you can, sustain, like a narcissist type of a thing. Um, it's manipulation, it's getting things from people. It doesn't have to be literally, literal chains and manipulating people so that they can't really get away from you because of X and Y. It's sort of like a form of blackmail, like that sort of a thing. It's extremely bad, and you shouldn't do it. So please don't do this. um, so yeah, it's a big web of manipulation and predation. So dark subject matter, obviously. Let's keep listening. Let's keep listening.
Fingers that you ate with lacerating appendages, it's heinous. Saturating sections amputated, like you were made to break it, like you were made to break it. I never even knew if all along you were the one who kept the fire burning only in my skies. I really made you just like a Prometheus, now waiting to die. So might as well enjoy the meal I made for you. But it's not like you can really choose. But oh, you know that I've always wanted you, and I know that you'll stay, and you
Okay.
know I won't break.
Back to the
off
chorus.
your legs. You were my one and only soulmate, and I know you're not safe, and I won't let you fake your insides from falling even when you try to escape. You cried when I had nothing left to lose, and you make me go crazy when you bruise. So cradle your closure, keep feeding me slower, oh, till the world is sharp and rude, cause you knew that I always wanted you.
Okay. Very sudden ending. One of those kind of like reverse snare hits. It's kind of a reverse impact. It's like a sucking away sort of a sound, which is really cool. Definitely not the first time to do that, but it's very, very cool effect every time you hear it. And I like the line about Prometheus. Um, this is so I never even knew if all along you were the guy who kept the fire burning only in my skies. I really made you just like a Prometheus now waiting to die. So might as well enjoy the meal I made for you. But it's not like you can really choose. But oh, you know that I've always wanted you. And so yeah, it's very, very obsessive, unhealthy, manipulative. The things I've already said. I'm not really saying anything new. But to set this to like a cutesy, you know, chiptune, almost like a freeze pop kind of a song is very interesting. I don't know anything about this artist, or I guess it's artist, not game. So I don't know anything about Oricade. I don't know. This is like a weird standout track as far as the subject matter of like they write a whole lot of weird stuff like that. Um, I I thoroughly enjoyed the song. I thought it was pretty awesome. It's catchy. It's just really dark. It's kind of like it's like you got to know who you can play this around, kind of a thing. It's like a perfect circle. You don't just put on Judith to anybody, right? So awesome. I this was great. This was great. Um, so 1-2 Delta. Thank you very, very much. I don't know if that is the change between 1 and 2, if that's what your name is all about, but I think that's cool if it is. And I appreciate the suggestion. I appreciate you turning me on to this Oricade person or group. And keep on sending me new requests. I very much enjoy it. If you'd like to support the channel and you have a request of your own, rather than being chosen on a random drawing, I will get to yours right away. You can find that over at Buy Me a Coffee, linked in the description below. And you can also become a member of the channel. You get extra stuff like whenever I write music and have time to do that, you get access to that first. You can also support the podcast that we've launched, Side Quest Sages. We're just starting our Chrono Trigger, a deep dive and analysis. That'll be several episodes long. And, there's all kinds of goodies. So I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. Please make that you. Thanks for being here. Bye.